Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's trade recap. Let's get right into it. Today, I ended up taking a dub for around 1.5K across my XFAs, so that's pretty nice. So, what were my levels coming into the day? On my Discord, I put I want price to continue to these levels, and they were the 3 levels of the daily rejection block. So, let me explain what that is. Right here, price was obviously dumping a lot. We were obviously going lower. What also confirmed to me that we were going to go lower? When we tapped this EQ of the range, which is also this is a weekly fair value gap here, we reacted upwards. If this weekly fair value gap is going to hold very strongly, then we should continue upwards from here and keep going up. We obviously didn't do that and started going lower, invalidating this whole up leg, which you could see it more on the 4 hour. We had this up leg, and then we just invalidated the up leg completely, and we also inverted this 4 hours. So we were very, very, very bearish. So coming into market open, I was looking to target some resting liquidity below. There was no lows nearby. So when there's no lows nearby, I target rejection blocks or the start. In other words, the start, the middle, and the end of a wick, right? The end of this wick, the end of the closest wick will be this daily low right here. That's obviously the liquidity, the last part of the wick, but it's way too far away. So to be more conservative with my take profit and my targets, I target the start of the wick, which really should be up here, but like I was fine with doing it here because I know it was going to go lower, and also the halfway point of this. So these 3 levels are the levels that I was targeting when we were going down. So what did market open give us? Pretty simple. Very, very textbook, mechanical day today. Right here, market open makes a strong CPI style candle downwards, meaning it's very directional. It's going down. It's not wicky. It's just very, like, it wants to go down. What do we get after that? A retrace. Perfect. We retrace into the 1 minute gap. What do we get following that? A down candle. Bam. Enter right there. Stops above this high. Break even at the start of the rejection block, because I'm not going to break even here. That's way too close, obviously. And I mean, we're betting on the fact that it's going to reach the sort of this rejection block. And from there, if it goes higher, we're going to go through break even. My target was, I ended up closing out somewhere here because I accidentally went half size on this. I was trying to risk 500 per account, but I ended up risking 250. So I had to go for around like a 1 to 2 to make my $500 per account, which is usually my target. I'm doing a 1-to-1 trade because I usually risk $500. So my target was somewhere here because of that, but I was fine with doing that because I knew that, as you could see, price was gonna, flush down to all these levels. But obviously, I'm not gonna hold to this low because my TP would have gotten hit at 11.11. So I was not gonna hold there. I was fine with taking my 1 to 2 right here. And as you can see, it was actually a pretty nice exit because after that, I just started going up surprisingly, right? I hadn't even touched this level, but that's pretty cool. But anyways, that was a trade for the day. Super simple. I mean, there's really nothing else to go over here. I told my Discord, the only way I'm longing is if we invalidate this whole bearish leg. I mean, let's use common sense here, right? If we're dumping all this way down low, then the only way we should ever be looking for a long is if we literally close above like this and go over this leg, and then here we could wait for a continuation and go long. But if we made this whole bearish leg down, then okay, maybe there's a chance we could have gotten a retrace here and then kept going lower. But why would you focus on catching this move up when you could just focus on catching the bigger move down, right? There's no, like, you shouldn't be going to catch these, you shouldn't be trying to catch these retraces. You should be trying to catch the reaction from the retrace, right? The move after the retrace, after retrace is up. So obviously that didn't happen, but I was not going to take a single long today unless we got a close above this. And I guarantee you, if we got some sort of obvious long setup, some pattern play right here, we got maybe some IFEG or some CISD or some structure, whatever you guys trade. If we got a type of pattern, a lot of people would have lost today because the actual draw on liquidity and the actual direction the market wanted to go was lower, but they were just playing and betting on the fact that we were going to get a retrace, right? That's not the smart thing to bet on. We should always bet on what's obvious, not on, oh, yeah, we're going down, but we might get a retrace up before we go down. Like, that's not, might doesn't work in trading. You got to be sure, or at least pretty sure, of where the draw on liquidity is and where how your trade is going to play out and where it's going to go. So that was my trade for today. If you check my Discord here, you guys can join for free. It's in the description. I give out my trade recaps for the day. So I put take this win. Shorts are super obvious. I give a little explanation. And yeah, if you guys want to learn from me, I have my one-on-one, my calls, all that stuff. You can message me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever. You go join my Discord, ask me questions there, sign up there, whatever you guys want. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Hirsch Trades. Obviously, sub to my YouTube. I do these recaps every single day. But yeah, today was a great week. Really, I mean, not today. This week was a great week. We had great price action on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, if I'm believing right. I don't think yesterday we had great price action, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, the whole week had high volume. Just some days didn't give us any retraces, but the whole week in general did have very good volume. So definitely a very good week. Next week we have CPI. That is if it comes out with the government shutdown. Let's see if it does. But yeah, that's it for today, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So peace.